Hey everyone, it's Midnight Spectre again, and today I have a bit of a rant video about how things are becoming collectible, and thus commanding collector pricing, so remember to like, comment, and subscribe. So, there's no secret that I'm a huge simp for Toys R Us, especially their Animal Alley and Commonwealth line of plush equines, especially the giant ones, which I was always denied because I was quote-unquote too old, or quote-unquote wasn't for boys. Of course, that made me just want them more. I honestly wonder what my life would have been like if I wasn't denied them growing up. However, when I got older, I still remembered them, and I started my quest to get one of each of their plush. Sometimes I get multiples of ones I already had if it was a really good deal. I remember you used to be able to get these giant Animal Alley horses and unicorns for a song and a dance. Most people were like, give me 20 bucks or they're going in the trash next week. Actually, that's how I got one of my horses. However, I noticed they started to creep up in price throughout the years, but when COVID happened, the prices of everything just exploded. It started with Pokemon cards, and it made me kind of sad that I lost all my Pokemon cards in a move, although I doubt they were probably worth anything because the sides and the corners of the cards are probably pretty ragged from being toted around and played with as a kid, and I had so many that I wrapped them up with a really strong rubber band. And then the GameCube became collectible along with other older Nintendo systems. And finally, the collectors and resellers came for stuffed animals. Plush before COVID, which may have been $20 or $30 online, ended up going for $100 or more. I find it funny that one of the more common Animal Alley giant horses has a floor price of at least $100 now. Honestly, COVID was a perfect storm for a lot of this. People got laid off or hours were cut because of COVID, and so what could they do? People started getting into reselling stuff from thrift stores, which, don't get me wrong, I would much prefer seeing a really common plush go for an outrageous price instead of being quietly thrown in the trash. However, it's getting kinda out of hand. I mean, I understand there's only a finite number of these plush, and even smaller number of these plush in good enough condition for most people to even want to pick up or try to sell. I mean, I sleep with most of my plush, so I know most people would probably call my collection junk, which actually happened to me when I was trying to work out a trade with a plush collector I had met on Mercari. Honestly, it's gotten so out of hand that low quality plush such like Hug Fun and Gaffa and No Name plush are starting to command prices for higher what they sold in stores, or higher for what they sell for new online right now. Maybe like 5 years ago, these plush were in stores. I understand that most people would be nostalgic for these plush, but the fact is that these plush haven't been out for that long, so most of the people who probably would be nostalgic for them maybe aren't even out of middle school yet, so it doesn't quite make sense to command $100 for a run-of-the-mill stuffed unicorn. Although I still love them though. I wasn't big on them when they first came out, but I think they're kinda cute and I do have one. And that's what these resellers are preying on, it's nostalgia. With these plush being so old, I mean hell, some of the plush I have now are almost old enough to drink, so of course I understand the prices of these plush starting to become more expensive. I think there should be some sort of cap or price guide for the rarity of these plush and the condition of the plush. Of course, there's no way to really police that. Honestly, what I think would help equalize the prices of plush if there are more quality plush available. Unfortunately, I don't really see this happening. Most children, from the murmurings I overhear from parents while thrifting, is that kids don't really play with toys much anymore. I mean, you can see it, the proof is in the pudding, because you can go into a thrift store and the toy section is very small compared to any other section like clothes or glassware. Most kids nowadays would be rather online watching TikToks or watching YouTube videos or playing some sort of game online. Hell, I remember watching a meme compilation and a video popped up of a terminally online child sleeping, and then I guess they were dreaming about scrolling through TikTok, and they were miming the swipe up action in their sleep. Well, and most people my age don't even really like plush or even say it's downright childish. I mean, there are some people who are making plush for adults like Plushscapes, Plush Life, and Creep Cat Co., which is honestly pretty nice, and I hope more companies like this pop up in the future and provide some really nice quality plush. I'm still on the fence about getting the 6-foot Yeen from Creep Cat, and of course I always get custom pony plush. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this week's video. Why not remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me about a toy or something you're nostalgic for that's gone up in price. And I hope you guys stay tuned for next week's video. See ya!